What is hatching, Toga peeps? Oldmantup coming at you today with our Week 5 match of the NPA Season 4 versus Iron Boffin and the Rochester Rochester. Did I say Rochester? Woof. Rochester Rhydons. I did it again. Rochester Rhydons. So let's take a look at the matchup going into this. We went over the team. We talked about it in the team builder. If you missed it, go back and check it. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description. Probably won't though. But we look at his team, and he brings a lot of the things we thought he would bring, but not Mega Magnezone. So we are pretty free to spam T-Wave, and Zapdos can just Thunderbolt all the things. But he's got Tracheon, Mega Latios, the Spiritomb, Blaziken, Blastoise, and Tornadus Incarnate. Now, this team just says, hey, set up on me with Dragon Dances. So, when we get the opportunity, that's what we're going to try and do. Now, we are going to lead with our Mega Beedrill, the glorious Bobby Roode. And he's going to lead out with Terry the Tracheon. Now, this being his lead, I figure he's either Sash or Scarf, and I do not want to take a Scarf Stone Edge to the face, because that would be unfortunate, and the glorious one is having none of that. So we switch out into Terry, and this really surprised me, because if he's Scarfed, he wouldn't have gone for the Quick Attack, and if he's Focus Sashed, I don't know why he would have gone for the Quick Attack. So I don't know what's going on right now. But Reuniclus takes that fairly well. We are just going to T-Wave. Like I said, he didn't bring his resistances to it. So we're going to T-Wave, get some yellow magic going on. He brings in the Spiritomb, kind of what I figured was going to happen. But this also gives us the benefit of going first against this thing. I don't know the speed tiers, so especially not for fat walls. I know Reuniclus is slow as garbage. But we're going to get that Shadow Ball off. It does about 20-25%. We're going to get that Yellow Magic first turn. Reuniclus just laying down the shots, using its Magic Flubber ability. And yeah, we'll say that does about 25%, as that takes it to about half. We're going to take this Shadow Ball. We're going to eat that up. Does about half damage. After the leftovers, we could probably take one more depending on the roll. But we don't want to worry about that. Considering he has Shadow Ball, I don't think he's going to be trying to Pursuit Trap me. We're going to go into Empoleon, and he's going to go for the Shadow Ball. This is our special defense wall. We're going to take that Shadow Ball with laughable damage. But unfortunately, he's going to get the special defense drop. He's going to switch out here because he doesn't want to get burnt, or he wants to go into something to chase us off. We're just going to set up the Stealth Rocks. Blastoise comes out. Not a whole heck of a lot we can do. Are we pack in the Toxic? Because if we are, that would be fantastic. He goes for Toxic, predicting our switch that doesn't affect us. And we landed Toxic on this thing, which is excellent, because this is going to get that little bit of chip damage that we need if this is defensive to put it in range of Dragon Dance Annihilation. So we're going to switch out here. If he Toxics our guy, yeah, Big Burb, wouldn't be that big of a deal. But he goes for the Earthquake, predicting us to stay in again, and we're going to get a free switch in there, which is just awesome. I would like to say I predicted that, but I totally didn't. I honestly thought just another Toxic was going to be coming out. Terry's going to come out here, and we're just going to go for the Volt Switch because, again, why not? The team he brought, I have no reason not to come in and click Volt Switch every single time. So we're going to go out into Flubber because that is our answer to this. Leftover is going to get us one step closer to being full health. We get that 33% back from switching out with the Regenerator, which is just lovely, lovely. And Tracheon's starting to take damage from the Volt Switch, which is just awesome. Gertrude's going to come back out here. And there really wasn't any reason for us not to click the Shadow Ball, because he doesn't have a resist on his team, did he? No, I don't think he has a resist. And we're two-shotting this thing if it gets switched in, which is just awesome, awesome, awesome. Gertrude's going to stay in, just going to eat the Shadow Ball right to the face. And, Reuniclus. The Spiritomb, who I almost rebranded a channel based around it, goes down. That's a fun fact. Before I went to Oldmantup, I almost became Cryptic Keystone. To switch it up. He goes for the air slash. I stay in just to gauge how much damage he's going to do. We're going to T-Wave and is going to miss. And I'm just like, sadness. This thing being Thunder Waved and the fastest thing on his team would have been so awesome. He's going to U-turn out here because he knows he can't risk this thing being T-Waved. That does a huge amount of damage. And he's taking a Life Orb recoil. He's going to switch in Happy, which is his Blastoise, which is an excellent move because this thing can't be paralyzed because it's already toxic. But this thing coming in is relatively good for us because it's just going to slowly whittle itself down, taking toxic damage. And do I have rocks up? I didn't see them. I don't remember if I set up rocks yet. So, this is just a free switch out into Big Burb. He's going to Earthquake. Again, I am not worried in the slightest if this thing gets toxic because I've got leftovers, I'm coming in, and I'm Volt Switching every single time. So, yeah, fun facts. I was worried this thing would have the Magic Coat, or whatever that move is that bounces back special attacks. He stayed in to eat a Volt Switch this time, which made me really think that was going to be the case, so we went right back out into Empoleon. But he just goes for the Toxic, and he is going to go down to the Toxic damage this turn, which racks up another wonderful status kill for the Emperor of Tomorrow, Empoleon. Now he's going to bring out the Terrakion here. I am just going to switch out into Big Burb, predicting either an X-Scissor or Close Combat. After a Close Combat, Volt Switch is going to be doing ridiculous amounts of damage to this thing, and because of our bulk investment, we take that handsomely. So, we're looking down this thing in the face, and I'm really worried he's going to bust out a Now, at this point, I thought he was banded or had the Z move because I didn't know I found out later that he was sashed, but that turn 1 quick turn threw me off. Now he is at -1 because he has close combated once onto the Big Burb, which he just took out with a Rock Slide. Now I can set up in this thing's face. It's not banded, so I know 100% of the time I can take 2 close combats from this thing. Now, I set up the Dragon Dance. I see that does comfortable damage to where I can do 2. And now what you're thinking, Tup, you've already seen the Quick Attack. Why would you set up a second Dragon Dance? Why? Because had he close combated a 3rd time that turn, a +2 extreme speed at this range would kill it. That's why. So, he stays in and eats 1,000 arrows right to the face. And he's going to take that. And Terrakion is going to go down. Kratos is going to come out, which is his Blaziken. And at this point, I honestly thought he was maybe Scarfed. Because we have the rocks up, any Focus Sashes are going to be moot or irrelevant. Had he had something... I don't know. Does 1,000 arrows even hit things with balloons? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. But Icarus is going to come out here, and Icarus is just going to eat 1,000 arrows to the face. And Zygarde is going to clean up this match. If we can cleanly one-hit KO a Mega Latios with +2 attack. And we're going to get to see him Mega up here. He's going to use that Keystone, which, we forgot to bring week 1. Because, why would we need it? He's going to Mega up here. We are going to hit 1,000 arrows. And this is going to just annihilate this Mega Latios face. Mega Latios is going to go down. And we are going to, oh happy day, defeat Iron Boffin with the score of 5 2-0. And my screen went dark, and I can't see a thing. I'm guessing that was a 10-minute mark, but I don't know why my screens aren't coming back up here. Come on, there we go. I hate that. And every week I say, oh, I'm going to go in and change that, and never do, because I'm awesome and senile and old, and that's what happens. But we 5-0 Iron Boffin. Good game, my friend. Go check his channel out. Links will be in the descripciones down below. We are bouncing back. This was week 5. We've got 2 wins in a row, which puts us at 2-3. Next week we are looking to the exception in the Tampa Bay Luxray. Confuses me because I'm used to that being Mono's team's name. But yes, the exception and the Tampa Bay Luxray. So that is going to be an interesting match, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought about the battle, things I could have done. Could I have saved that differential instead of letting Zapdos go down? Yeah, just let me know what you thought. But this has been Oldmantup, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.